we're getting too close towards the fishing department. All right, what I like to use is 15-pound test for the yellowtails. And I have a 15-pound class custom rod. It's built right down here in Marathon by Keys Custom Rods. And I got a Spheros. Any of your light spinning reels work great. Please stay away from the braid. Braid's no good for the yellowtail, okay? And some people say they like it, some people say they don't, but I guarantee you the yellowtail can see it. And they're very, very smart and have very good eyesight. And that's why we use fluorocarbon. Today we're going to start off using 20-pound fluorocarbon. This is pink 20-pound Yozuri hybrid fluorocarbon. This stuff's great. Back before fluorocarbon was invented, all the fishermen used to use pink Andy. So now we're using pink line, but we're using Yozuri. And what I have here is, this is a Z's jig, okay? This is a circle hook with a little bit of lead on it, okay? Just enough lead to keep it going down with the chum. This is real important that we use a circle hook, because sometimes we catch small fish, and a lot of times when you're yellowtailing, what will happen is, because you got all that slack in the water, the yellowtail will swallow it. With the circle jig, they won't. And you can pick these jigs up at almost any tackle shop. They're starting to become more and more around. It's called Z's Jigs. And then from there, we go to our fluorocarbon. I like to use about 3 or 4 feet, because what you're going to do is you'll whittle it down, and once you get to about a foot, you will go ahead and you will cut it all off and then add some more line, okay? And then you always got to have your swivel, okay, when you're yellowtailing. You got to have your swivel. Now that we're going to go fishing, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off. I got some skipjack tuna, which we caught on the last trip that we went out. And we're going to go ahead, I'm just going to go ahead and hook it just straight on there once. Just once. You don't need to hide the bait, just hook it on there just once, and that's good enough to go, and now we can go fishing. Now we're ready to fish. First thing I'm going to do is shake the chum bag just a little bit and get some of that chum out there. Now we got plenty of chum in the water. I'm going to go ahead and take our slop. This is the important part. I'm going to go ahead and slop it right there in the chum. 1 or 2 scoops will be sufficient. All right, now cast right into it, just like that, and let your bait go down. The whole thing, what we want to try and do is keep that line free flowing, okay? Keep a nice belly in the line. You want to keep a nice belly in the line. If your line gets all twisted up or something like this, if it gets all twisted up in here because you're all twisted from reeling against the drag, hold your spool, drop your tip into the water, and lift straight up, and then let go, and you'll get rid of that. It's really important that you keep this line going straight back, okay? You want to stay in those oats, and you want to stay in that chum. Okay, keep the belly in the line. Okay, you want to keep your rod tip low to the water also, okay? Okay, there's my bite. You start reeling. There we go. Fish on. Nice yellowtail. The fish are up in the water column right now. Look at that fish right there. Isn't that a pretty fish right there? Now this is a little smaller than average, but we'll take them. Grouper. Now I usually catch gag grouper in this spot, but this one's a mutton snapper. Nice mutton. Beautiful mutton snapper. Another thing you can catch while you're out here yellowtailing, this or grouper. These are some of the nice fish you can catch with me on Sweet Enough Charters out here on the reef.